Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be finishing reacting to Getting a Girlfriend by Brody Animates. Let's get into it.
That doesn't make any... That's impossible!
What happened in here?
I'm not strong enough. Secondly, Izzy has a software glitch that prevents her from picking up her phone when it is most necessary. This cannot be fixed. I go to the supermarket to pick up something she asked for and call her to double check. No. She has vanished from this mortal plane. But the moment I leave the store, she's right there to call and tell me it's completely the wrong thing. Another thing I definitely wasn't prepared for was the hoarding. I'm a textbook young dude. If I was single and left unattended, I would live in a studio apartment with a single TV, camping chair, and mini fridge. Actually, the apartment is optional. But my perspective is not shared. Izzy holds on to everything. I'm talking about homework projects from 5th grade, receipts from 10 years ago, and blankets or clothing that are just begging to be put out of their misery. Look, I'm all for sentimentality, but I fail to see how a receipt for rat poison and ravioli from 6 months ago is supposed to be useful. Although, I'm not blameless in this. When we first got together, I promised Izzy that every month I would give her a new Squishmallow. You know, those egg-shaped plushes that drive people crazy. Which is really cute when you first get together. But after a couple years, they've slowly and inevitably taken over our home, and I'm afraid if we turn the lights off, they will take over our souls. It also didn't take long for me to become the designated driver of our relationship. Not like she's incapable of driving or anything, she just slightly makes me fear for my life. She's a passenger princess, if you will. And that term is fitting. She's over there kicking off her shoes and scrolling Instagram reels while I'm trying to navigate downtown Calgary at peak rush hour. But naturally, this does not stop her from commenting on my driving or, quote unquote, helping me out.
Stop! Gosh, babe, are you trying to kill us?
But in fairness, I'm a bit of a kitchen king. I can cook an absolutely mean macaroni and cheese, but otherwise I'm better left on the sidelines. So cooking together usually goes a little something like this.
Don't touch that.
Damn.
That's sugar.
Ooh, damn.
Oh,
Why don't you go grill the steaks, hon?
you want me to put meat on hot metal and stand still until it's done?
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I'm helping! Recently, Bryson, Izzy, and I were all sitting together on a flight to Anaheim for VidCon. Now, I'm pretty tall at 6'2", but Izzy dunks over me at a Goliath 6'5". So, needless to say, standard plane seats are not our friend. We knew going in that our knees would be assaulted. But we were excited about our destination, so we grit our teeth and took off. Not long after, the guy in front of Izzy just flies backwards, digging into Izzy's kneecaps. I immediately sprung into defense mode and tapped the guy on the shoulder. I told him, "Hey, can you put your seat back? My girlfriend is very tall." To which he nodded and complied. Sublime! I happily turned back to continue beating Bryson in Smash Bros because he sucks. But not even 5 minutes go by and he just does it again. So,
Bro, if someone, flies back into your legs on an airplane, that's just crazy. And when they do it again, it's just on purpose at this point. What I would do is say, "Hey, get your stinking ass freaking leg or seats away from me. Back the hell up."
oh, I quickly tapped on his shoulder again. "Hey, could you put your seat back? My girlfriend is still tall."
Actually, no. I'm trying to sleep here, and the way you asked was actually very disrespectful.
It's a 2-hour flight, and dude, I asked you nicely.
Look, that's just not the way we do things around here.
Around where?
Who's we?
I get it. I'm 6'2", but the guy in front of me reclined, so now I have no room either. Now let me sleep.
Just ask him to move forward.
What? No.
We quickly got into an argument, and Bryson and Izzy chimed in to tell this dude off. But there was no negotiating with this moron. I looked at Izzy and asked, "Do you want me to push his chair forward?" But not wanting to escalate the situation, Izzy rightfully said no. She couldn't even recline herself since our seats were right beside the bathroom wall. All we could do was stare at his cul-de-sac-looking bald spot and imagine plucking his dwindling hairs from his thumb-shaped head. So, when he briefly leaned forward to get his drink from the flight attendant, I stuck my knee behind him and made sure he couldn't recline. He looked at us, getting more and more irritated and trying to force it back, but I wouldn't budge. Eventually, he asked the attendant to sit somewhere else, but the plane was full, and I held my ground all the way until the plane landed. I beat him. And to sweeten the victory, when this dude stood up, he was barely 5'6". If he's 6'2", I'm Shaquille O'Neal. Lastly, a quick PSA for anyone entering a relationship.
Okay, guys. If y'all are entering in a relationship, listen carefully and take notes. This is really important.
First time. There are unspoken rules as a partner that you must abide by. You're gonna want to write these down. If you go to a restaurant, you will be taking the crappier seat, and you will be calling over the waiter if their order is wrong. If you're playing Minecraft, turn keep inventory on. Swallow your pride, gamers. Go play hardcore on your own time. Many relationships have fallen to the nether. If they ask you to do something when you're free, they're asking you to do it now. If they ask you to do it in a few minutes, they're asking you to do it 10 minutes ago. So get on it. Now, go! If they put down their phone, you put down your phone. It is no longer phone time, apparently. Unless they specifically ask you to, don't try to solve their problems for them. Just listen. This is the first thing Brock told me when I got into a relationship, and it's true. This list goes on forever, and I'm still adding to it, but this will hold you over for a few weeks. Despite everything, I wanted to genuinely say that relationships are worth it. I talked about all the funny stuff here, but if I talked about everything I love about Izzy, I'd never shut up. Even though I made fun of her a ton in this video, I really love and appreciate Izzy more than words can convey. She seriously is the best, and is very awesome and cool and pretty. And I would still love her if she was a worm!
I need to know you mean it!
Well, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.